Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and as you can see behind me, we have the calculator locator. Hope you guys are ready. Alright guys, so I wanted to go over a few things that I've changed. And so yesterday, I spent a lot of time working on this. As you can see, we just go down here. Everything has been rearranged, no more crazy cabling. Awesome. I went ahead and put our RF tool power cell under here still. Basically, just so it's out of the way, I don't have to really pay attention to it. It's not a big deal having it under there. But we have our capacitor set here. Eventually we could have this set differently, but I don't know if we're going to even need to get to that point of automating the vibrant capacitor. So that way we can shut off our machines and stuff if we don't need them. I don't even think we're going to need to do that because we're fixing to be generating so much RF that it's just going to be unreal. So this is all nice and cleaned up. As you can notice, our power is gone. Our power has moved. Our storage system, we still have about the same stuff, but there's a few things that we do have now. We look up processors and say I get rid of all these processors. We can now craft those processors. I'm going to show you that that mess of cabling that is required for that. Let me turn my engine back on. But yeah, I have the crafting. This right here is the crafting coprocessor, and then the storage unit. And then in the middle is just a monitor showing what I'm currently crafting with this. But with this, I can pretty much craft quite a few things. I can definitely craft these processors. So let's talk about these processors. So first of all, it goes through here. I didn't really want to show too much of this on camera because it's just a lot of doing the same stuff over and over again. But I'll kind of explain what's going on here real quick. So I have my cabling running. This is hooked to its own network, and let me show you the network room real quick. The network room also changed. I made a bunch of controllers. It is a 3x3 cube of controllers, just hooked together. By the way, here's where my growth accelerators are at. It is hooked in here. It's just hooked. It's just using power. I'm pretty sure these don't use channels, so it's just using power off of this line. I have it in. I put it in an energy acceptor here, thinking that I thought the energy acceptor was redstone controllable, but I guess I was wrong. Because when I tried it, it didn't work. But I remember before it might have worked, I thought this was redstone controlled. Like you would shut the power off if you had a redstone signal to it. But apparently that's not the case. I don't know, I thought that's how it used to be. But this will basically grow all them crystals like within a few minutes. Like it takes no time at all. But this is where all our crafters are. I don't have this one here just because I didn't have one of the things right here, the cable anchors on me at the time when I placed this thing, so I just broke it. I don't know if I'm even going to need this much storage for crafting, but this is a lot of space for crafting patterns and stuff like that. So we just need to basically make the patterns, and we'll have access to all that stuff. These are all different channels coming off of here. So like this is a channel of 8 coming off, this is a channel of 8, and vice versa. You can use different ones. Like there's a cable, the dense cable I think has 16 channels. So you could basically take one side and make that 16 channels, and then have it branch off into separate 8 channels a piece. Do stuff like that if you wanted. But this, I just used these basic cables that I had on me. Didn't feel like making more dense cables. This is our power line running from the middle of the base and stuff like that. This is where I ran out of these blocks. But yeah, I just placed a travel anchor, and they also work as ways to jump up and down. So they work like elevators, which is pretty nice. Okay, so that's our network. Like you basically need one of those, and then down here I just have one of the 8-channel lines coming up and running into this ME interface. To be honest, I probably could have just ran the cable over here instead of running this cable, now that I think about it, because I think there is 1, 2, 3, 4 channels worth of stuff on here, and this would just add another one. But we got an ME interface here with our patterns stored, and the patterns are stored like so. The reason why they're stored like this, where you see one redstone, one printed silicon, is because I have the printed silicon as its own pattern. And so the printed silicon will be processed, If we need printed silicon, then it will start crafting this. And so what it's going to do is it's going to drop that the circuit board that we make over here in the carpenter. It's going to place that in the chest. It's going to place one redstone, and it's going to place a printed silicon, and if we don't have it, it's going to make it into the chest. And then what it's going to do from there is I just have these set up with their inscriber. This one's set up like so. You have to pump it on this side. This one also has a cable going on that side. And I just have the chest set to extract, and it's pulling out automatically. This guy is set to insert with a filter. Okay, you need the filter. There's no getting around that. You really do need the filter. So that's just something you're going to have. So that's set up like that. Each one of those have their own thing, and they all do the same thing. And that's how you can set up the patterns. Pretty simple like that. Then, like the redstone, it's going to go in here. It's going to go in the middle slot. And in the bottom, we'll get our silicon. And in the top has all the different processors that we need to go in here. So I can show you that auto crafting real quick. So let's look up the logic. We can make one logic. Or two, don't matter, one probably work. It's going to require all these things to make it. And it's just letting you know. Over here, we can see that it's currently processing it. If there was multiple items, it'd actually give us a time. There this goes in here. After it just made one over there. And then it's going to place it in here. How quick is that? How nice. So this is a really nice way of doing that. Also, since we're on the subject of automation with applied energistics, and that's why I love applied energistics so much, is I just love the automation. And automating just about anything I can think of. I love just automating anything that's hard to craft. I want to automatically automate it. Let's go to empowered. Okay, so we have this empowered redstonia. I can now make one of them. It's going to tell me I'm missing all this stuff. So rose red. I just have to go get me a flower somewhere. Not a big deal. And what else was it saying? I'm missing ardite. But basically, if I have all the stuff ready to craft, let's see. I'm missing the redstonia. Should have redstonia. No, I don't have any redstonia. I also need to autocraft that. That would be very nice to do. Alright, let's place this in here. Alright. All of that in our atomic reconstructor. There we go. Alright, now we can go ahead and make a block of this. No big deal. I just want to show that this does work, and it works fairly well. Alright. Where's that? There it is. Awesome. And let's start that. Now, what it's going to do, it's going to do this. Send everything into its appropriate container. The reason I left this open is because I'm still working on it. The only one I have set up right now is the redstonia. Yeah, I'm going to automate all of them. I just haven't set everything in the patterns yet. But I'm pretty sure this one basic filter should hold all the items. So that won't be that big of a deal. But yeah, the setup for this is basically the same as the other one. It goes into a chest. All the items that's needed goes in a chest. This one places the item that you want. And down here, we have a different channel. Right here, we have the different channel extracting on the brown. And I have a filter set to the extract what item. I don't know if that's needed, but it's there just in case. And it inserts it back into the ME interface, and that's what tells the crafting thing over here that everything's done. So yeah, that's auto crafting in a nutshell for some of the harder stuff. I think today we're gonna possibly make some facades. I think making some facades of this treated wood would be nice. So let's go ahead and see some conduit facades. conduit facades. There they are. So we have our conduit facades. I think 8 would probably be fine for right now. There's different kinds. This one is a regular, hidden with a wrench. This one is a hardened. The transparent facades, I think we might try that. Do we have enough? Let's go ahead and make more than that. And we need treated wood. I don't know how much we're actually going to need, but just in case. I would like to kind of paint these. And I have a painting machine that I made right here. And you put the conduit facades in, and you basically tell it, hey, I want you to paint the conduit facade with the treated wood. And so that looks kind of funky. Maybe it'll look like normal when it's actually done. Let's see before we start making a whole bunch of them. Yeah, it looks just fine. It just looks like a conduit facade, so you know. Yeah, it's pretty simple to do. So you basically make a lot of different blocks look different. So I think you can paint cobblestone to look different. A lot of blocks say not painted. You search them. But yeah, we're gonna need a few of those. I guess we can go ahead and jump over here. And what you can do is you can cover up these guys now. Alright, so I think we're gonna need to start working on RF. And one of the better ways of getting RF that I've seen is making those plugs from Calculator. So we need the stable stone that we've been working on, and to set up this Calculator plug, it's pretty nice. It's more than just the Calculator plug itself though, because you need a Calculator locator, which requires a beacon and a Calculator plug in itself, and all this stable stone and 2 atomic assemblies. Which I don't think the atomic assemblies are going to be too hard. It's going to require some iridium, which I did have some iridium being worked on. Pretty sure. But with the iridium, we also have some other stuff. There's some more iridium right here. I don't know if this plutonium is radioactive or not. That's always an issue. How much of this we got? Probably enough to make quite a bit of stable stone. We can take this off. There we go. And we have 200 of these. So we'll just take 64 for now. We're also going to need this iron dust probably. But yeah, let's go and let's see what we can make. We're going to need to make some pellets with these. And that's the only reason why I need a lot of that. I do have access to more, so that's not a big deal either. We also need to get some iron, plating, and press, because I think it's dense. Let's go to Calculator and just check real quick. Pretty sure the Calculator plugs themselves require dense iron. So compressor, let's just compress these as much as we can. Alright, and while that's working, we can probably get some more iron cooked up. And get the iron. Let's get some iron. Turned into plates. And we'll have all that processing while we start working on a few things. Alright, on this assembly, we're going to need a few of those. Let's go back to Calculator. I guess it's already there. Alright, the Calculator locator. We do have a beacon. We already received a beacon from our chest over there. Let's make these guys. So we're going to need 8 advanced assemblies, which I'm sure we have, and the atomic modules. Let's go check and see how many we have in our chest over here. Okay. That's calculator. We have 6 advanced assemblies. 3 atomic modules. Okay. We got an atomic calculator, that's funny. But we did get a beacon. Okay. Everything else I think we're good on. I think these are used for the... But yeah, they're used to make the advanced assembly. So I'll take those. Alright. And then we'll start making this. These guys right here. And that should be enough of those to get us what we need. Correct? Ooh, we're missing the atomic modules. Oh, yeah, we need the iridium. Wait, am I forgetting something? Where is it at? Alright, we need 4 of those advanced alloys. Not hard. Not hard at all. Since we can replicate them. It's definitely the thing. Alright, let's... There we go, 4 of those. I think that's all we need. Alright, I think that's probably all we need. I'm not too sure at the moment, but we're about to find out. Alright. So the calculator locator requires some stable stone. I don't know if we have enough stable stone. No. But we do need these. We need the iridium plate. This guy. I think we need 2 of them, now that I think about it. Yeah, we're probably gonna need 2, right? Am I looking at this correct? Let's make sure. Let's see if we can craft. Yeah, we're gonna need 2 more, it looks like. Alright, so I'll be back once I get enough iridium to go ahead and make 1 more of these. I only need like 3 more iridium. Alright, so we're making our last one that we need for that. There we go, and I should be able to make the last atomic assembly. Okay. Now we need this stable stone. And I have to go over here in our lovely world. And grab it, because it's over here in the sky. I'll take all of it. There we go. And we should be pretty good there. Alright, now we're going to need stable stone. I think we'll be better off over here because I have a lot of that stone. Right here, the reinforced stone in here. And I think... Oh, you gotta use the calculator, that's right. The reinforced stone. This is... right here. 2 stone and a regular... and the regular normal crafting, or the dynamic crafting. But these 2 together, you get reinforced stone. Okay. And then we need that basalt. And I think it's just a regular crafting. Shapeless crafting. Yes. There we go. So we're good there. That's a bit of stable stone for now. Let's go ahead and see if we can't make this. We need a plug. We're going to need this pellets of RTG fuel. something we're going to need. And it requires that dense iron that we were making. And let's see, how much do we actually have? 5. I did make some more. And so we'll get that processing as best we can. But we need 6. That's just to get us started with the locator. Alright, let's see if we can make this guy. Oh, we have to turn this, that's right, we have to turn this into plutonium. There we go. And then we can make these guys. Awesome. That's going to use quite a bit of plutonium, to be honest, to make these. But getting started on them isn't going to be that hard. So we have our first calculator plug. Now we should be able to get our calculator locator. Now we're going to need a few of those plugs. So each plug requires an energy module. That's not hard. They require advanced assembly. That's not hard. Okay. The big thing that we're going to have to get a lot of is our dense iron plates. And I really need to make sure this is set up and that we are processing as much of this stuff as we can. And we need to find somewhere to put all this uranium, probably right here. Because we do get a lot of uranium. And with this going, you know what? We could probably use it for this. Put half in there. And put these in here. Right? That should work. I mean, we have a constant supply of lava. This will constantly go. And we shouldn't have an issue. And plus we'll be making all of our basalt as well. So yeah, that shouldn't be that big of a deal. We do have a bit of plutonium already here. Do you want to keep just like one in there? And we'll go back and see what we can do. Alright, this is just a long recipe, but I think it'll get us like 500 RF a tick. Like something that's not too bad. Like at all. There we go. Perfect. Okay, that's a bit of plutonium there. Getting our iron though. Need to just make a bunch of iron plates. But yeah, I'll be back once I get all the iron plates and stuff that I need to make. What is it? Be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plugs? Yep, 8 plugs. Alright, so I think I have enough, or close to enough to get what I need. I know I need double the plutonium I have, and I'm pretty sure I have that. This will make 8, which is perfect. And so we should get 8, 9. Oh, it used the plutonium I had. We only need 8 though. So that's fine there. You can hear in the background a lot of processing going on. Bunch of processing. But the main thing that is pretty hard to get is these pellets. But we can go back to the calculator. Getting those dense plates is the only thing that took a long time. I had like 40... I had like 500... I think 500 iron or something like that. I used all of it. All of it to get that much dense plate. So yeah, it takes a lot of iron, so just be prepared for that. But yeah, we need these calculators and advanced assemblies. I'm pretty sure that's what we're lacking. So if we need 8, we need 16 advanced assemblies. So let's see, do we have enough of that? Okay, so we're missing the gold. I was processing that stuff. Hopefully that's enough. And we'll get the advanced assemblies made up now. And we needed 16, was it correct? 16, I think. 8 and 8, 16, so it should be 16. That's only one. That's definitely not what I needed. Am I missing out on stable stone? I should not be. There we go. That should get us everything we need. That's 8 of those plugs now. 8. And that. Okay, and then we need our stable stone. Stable stone should be ready to go. Okay. Alright, let's go find somewhere to put this thing together. And you know what? Let's get our regular armor on so we can fly around here. It doesn't really matter exactly where it goes, because we can always move it. But I do want it close enough that I can hook power into it, into our network. So possibly right back here would not be a bad option. This needs to be, place it right here. And for this one, it's going to be a square. And it's going to be up like this on the sides. Same on this. Up on the side, that center spot is also going to disappear as well. Awesome. And then in the center, we'll go away, but I gotta have something to place the center calculator thing on. And we're gonna run the cabling, I think, underneath is how this works. Because you get access to it from the bottom. From right here. So that can be left open, and then the rest, we'll get these plugs. And I think you can click on here and it'll pull up the thing. It says right here, multi-block is false. The owner is none. Speaking of getting the owner, we also need to make something else called the Locator module. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Let's get that before we finish the build. Locator module. We're gonna need the, what are they called? These guys. And we can use one power cube. And this. Pretty sure that gets us one of these power or energy modules. We gotta use our calculator for that. And it's in dynamic mode. I think it is. Is it a regular pattern? No, it's not. This is the scientific calculator. It's purified coal. This is enriched. We don't have any purified coal on us, but this stuff will get you that. When it's mixed with, what is it mixed with? Coal coke. No, wait, we need purified, right? What is it we need? Oh, yeah, it's the enriched. I was right with the enriched. Enriched. With this stuff in the scientific calculator. Let's just get all that we can for now. Alright, and we need this with that, and that'll give us the energy module. I actually need the energy module. Alright, and what else are we needing? Let's take a look at calculator, and we need the locator module. We need 2 regular calculators. I think I've been voiding those. But the regular calculator is not hard to make. Okay. 2 of those. And then place those inside the flawless calculator. Correct. Flawless calculator, it is Locator, and I think you right click, shift right click, and it tells it that I am the owner. We're also going to need some flawless circuits. I do believe 8 of them, and I don't think it matters which kind. So we can use 8 of those. No big deal. It's not going to matter. But we are going to need these. We're going to need a flawless calculator. You have to have, or a flawless circuit. You are going to need the flawless circuits. Alright, does this have a clear view? Making sure it might need it, I don't know. Alright, we can place our plugs down. Like this. Awesome. Now it should say multi-block is true, so this is set up correctly. Now in each one of these, we need to place our stable circuits. Correct, and then this gets our locator. And it is creating 2000 RF a tick with this small version right here. How nice is that? That is not bad. I mean, that's not bad. So we just got, yeah, this is pretty cool. 2000 RF tick, and this is a small one actually. So we can keep expanding on this. I think we're gonna have to upgrade our conduit cable, because this is about pushing the limits on our cable, that's for sure. This might become its own network. I'm not too sure. It looks like it holds a lot of power. Probably close to 25 million or more, probably 50 million. Can't tell. Somewhere around there. But yeah, this is nice. This is gonna get us. This is our calculator locator, or I guess that's what it's called, the calculator locator. And it's generating all this power for us. Man, I don't even know what to use this power for. These guys are drawing a lot of power. They was 17 RF tick and 85 RF tick, but I lowered them. I took out some of their upgrades because it was just one was doing like 6,000 RF tick when it's maxed out. So yeah, my network wasn't really able to keep up with it. It was draining it faster than it was putting stuff in. But we're doing pretty good. We got our simple locator guy set up, and you know what? This is nice. By the way, if you forget to put those things in, you will have explosions, and it will most likely blow up your plugs along with it. So just keep that in mind. If this is not 100% stable with the stable circuits, it will blow up. So possibly blowing up other stuff around it. So these will stay in here, so this won't be a big deal. But as long as it's 100% stability, you're fine. So yeah, it looks like this might hold 15 or 20 million RF. I don't know. But yeah, we are progressing pretty far, I have to say. Soon we'll be getting into which we might use this for. That 2000 RF. That's probably what we're going to end up using for our next age, and we'll probably get into the new age soon, probably next episode or so. It says with mica and N-diamonds, you can now make Neotech machines, which basically enables you to triple your ores for a lot of RF. You need these 3 machines to set up that electric crucible, centrifuge, and solidifier. With the thermal binder, you can also make very powerful tools and armor. Now you can make the quantum quarry from Extra Utilities 2, which has the advantage of never having to move and use Silk Touch or Fortune 2 on it. What? Which has the advantages of, never having to move. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the quantum quarry is really nice. I love the quantum quarry. Alright, so, but it, I don't remember, it used quite a bit of power. I think it was like 4,000 RF tick or something like that. I can't remember. But it says, now you can craft the thermal binder. Alright, you're able to start up. You are able to start with Applied Energistics 2, and the inscriber needs it. Thermal binder? I don't know if that's true, because we made it. What's the inscriber? Inscriber. Says it requires thermal binder. I don't see thermal binder. Requires silver. Atomic module. Nope. Doesn't say anything about... Nope. You don't need it for the inscriber. I was like, wait, we made this. Yeah, you can start with applied logistics before the new age. Yeah, because it says you were able to start with applied logistics 2 that has the inscriber. The inscriber needs it. The inscriber does not need the thermal binder. Oh wait, this is the thermal binder. But you can get that in this age because it requires just a regular machine frame from RF Tools. I don't know. I'm not in the new age yet, so I'll be in the new age next episode. But we went ahead and jumped, I guess, ahead because we've already got pretty established with applied logistics. So I'm getting pretty established with that. So I spent a lot of time working on that off camera, just for you guys, just to make your sanity go a little bit higher than mine, because the cabling was a mess, and I really needed to fix that. Down here, I'm going to fix that too with some conduit facades. Speaking of that, we can fix that right now, as we have one on us. Oh wait, this doesn't conduit facade with the same kind of facade. You have to use a different facade for this. But yeah, we'll talk about that next episode. Well, if you guys enjoyed this, please don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And as always, thanks for watching.